close the hips. I will walk around real short, sweep to the point, and make sure you're doing it properly. And then we're going to expand the rib cage, and we're going to reach overhead. That reach overhead, you should feel like you're almost making a fist or holding something, right? There's one thing to reach, there's a whole other thing to add intention and tone, and using that tone, that's what pulls pressure away from the midline. So, everybody make a fist. Good. So just making sure everybody understands this concept, okay? This is big for me. Now release. That induces a relaxation response. I'm about to show you how to do that for your entire body at once, okay? If you have questions, pause. Don't make it up, just go. And I'll see your eyes, and I'll be able to work with you individually. Everybody lay on your back, hands to the center, feet to the outside. Okay, so starting point. Touch your big toes towards one another. So point the big toes together, let them rest on the ground. Let them rest on the ground, okay? Separate the heels so you're making a triangle with your feet. Bring your knees about 2 inches up. 2 more inches. Leave the heels on the ground, just the knees. Good. Leave the hips on the ground. Leave the hips on the ground. Good. Just the knees. Just the knees. Very nice. Take a breath. Exhale. Next breath. Bigger than the last one. Exhale. More powerful than the last one. Okay. Last breath. Point your toes up towards your nose. But keep the big toes together so you're lengthening the calf. Yes. Better. Does that make sense? Feel it? Yes. Shake your head for no. Okay. Into the nose. Reach the hands up to the sky. Press the palms together. Press the fingertips together. Keep the fingertips pressed together and release the palms. Act like you've got a little bitty Tai Chi ball. Very nice, very nice. Now press those fingertips together and match that same amount of tension with pressing the inner thighs together. Like you're squeezing something between the legs. Push the heels into the ground and you'll notice the kneecaps start to come up a little further. Take the hands up, move, then down, and relax. Very nice. Now, next one. This one's confusing. Take your right heel, okay? Just make sure your right heel, don't move, just take it, and you put it on the top of your left ankle. Okay. Right heel, left ankle. Turn both knees under each other, towards each other, tight, close. Good. Now trace that heel up the shin bone. Touch it to the bottom of the kneecap and take it back down. Heel on the ankle, and then find the shin bone. Very nice. That's going to keep your hip honest. You'll notice as you trace up and down, you may have a little instability in that hip. It may want to speed up or it may want to fall out. Keep everything tight towards one another. Up and down, up and down. Boom. Then switch to the other side. Good. Nice. You are. Close that top hip over. How's that feel in that knee? You feel any old little shakies?
No, it's just getting to like
When you hit that point of no return and then you don't go there again, you just really perfect the slow and efficient movement up and down, okay? This is what happens naturally when the hip comes through and you walk or run. You're just warming it up in a position that gravity's helping.
It
Hurts the knee?
see, it just
Aha. Which is why it's a great exercise for you. Morning and evening. Get out of bed, do this before you go anywhere. You can use the restroom first. When you come back, do this before you do anything else. And then you get it warm, you get it alive, you wake it up. The brain goes, wow, those are old dormant tissues that I haven't been using. Some of the parts of the body's been doing its job. So, like a crazy old man that's coming out of retirement, I want to do it, right? And that's what's happening in that joint. So be easy with it. It's just a warm-up, okay? If you wanted to make it more of an isometric, you can take the hand down and press to the inside. side of the knee, press the knee, hand, and roll on that probably in private. So you're right here. You push into the leg and then let push into the hand. You're gonna feel that hip for you. Just it should cinch that femur up into the socket. Okay? Big breath. Anytime you're in these positions, the focus is rib cage expansion. Go ahead and roll over on your tummy. Okay?
Tummy time.
Tummy time.
Desenvuelta en la pancita.
Everything we did thus far was helping. Gravity was our friend, and now we're going to work against gravity. Everybody know what a Superman is? Yes. We're going to do like a not-so-Superman, just a little bitty one. Okay, just float the hands, and then float the toes. Big toes together, close the hips together. Take a big breath.
Cierra la cadera. Poniendo su codeíto
And then reach
corto.
up. Boom. Press the fingertips on the ground. Now crawl up. You're hanging off of a cliff. You feel that? Lengthen the shoulders. Really, really, really reach out far up and then sink those fingertips in. This is a shoulder decompression. Now take a big breath. That's a thoracic decompression. Now push the knees slowly into the floor, about 2 pounds of pressure if you can tolerate it. You'll feel the hips come up. So it's not about lifting the hips, it's about pushing the knees. Because if you push the knees, the hips are coming away. Now bring the hands down by your sides. Okay, boom. Tuck the toes. Good. I want you to tuck the feet. Tuck foot. Tuck foot, tuck foot, tuck foot, tuck foot, tuck foot, tuck foot. Okay, just stretching the bottom of the foot. That makes sense? Waking up all the next one. Shoulders back, elbows towards the body. Push. You two slow down on this, okay? I'm going to demonstrate it. Everybody watch what I do, because there's a lot of ways to screw this up. I'm going to push the knees into the mat. I'm going to take the butt up. I'm going to push through the hands backwards. Okay? I'm going to walk the hands back nice and slow to a point that I'm like in a quadrant head, which means my hands, knees, and feet are all on the ground. See if you can kind of get in this tabletop position.
Primero levanten el glúteo, la cadera, como que si fuera un gusanito aquí. Y después se empujan para
Right
atrás.
about it. Nice. You get your hips just a little further back without pain.
Gusanito. Ya está acá. Ponen bien.
Okay, this is the child rock. Who's got kids? Who's seen their kids do this before they learn to crawl? Like one of the first steps is they're like, whoa,
Ahorita la tuya está
whoa, and they
lista.
load, and they
Yes,
release.
baby.
And they load, and they release. And if they load, and they don't take a hand forward, and they release where they end up. Okay? So make sure that you've got control of the hands. The closer the hands are to the knees, the harder it's going to be to stop yourself if you go beyond no man's land, and that can actually create a jarring force in the neck. So, hands out, opens the shoulder, and you rock forward and back. With those toes just slightly tucked. The goal here is to tuck the toes, pick up your knees, and over and back down. Good. Pick up the knees, bring back down. Good. Good. Up. Good. Everybody got that? Nice. Now, pick up the knees, push back. Into the stand. Alright? I skipped a couple things through there. Now look down at your feet without moving. Can I pick on you? Low back pain, right? You see your right foot? It's pointing this way. Okay? And then what happens when the foot points a little bit that way is it exposes the knee to fall to the inside. And if your knee falls to the inside that causes pain, you're going to slide over to the other side. If your knee causes pain, you're going to stay away from it. So foot control under the hips. And then heels so close to the ground but not touching. Where do you feel? Pop. What was it? Ankle? Ankle. So we loaded it, okay? Now, lean forward where you almost lose your balance. Okay? Now take a deep breath. Now raise your hands forward. Same thing we did on our back, but we're doing it standing. Big breath. Get tall. Elbows down on the sides. Beautiful. Up, down. Up, down. I'm going to turn and everybody stay where they are. I want everybody to see in relation to my elbows. Great work. You see this? That is the hardest working man in the room. Why do I know that? Because he is inducing a reaction response, which is your brain learning, whoa, there's elasticity there versus compression, no elasticity. So if we have joint pain, the answer is decompress, regain that elasticity. In order to do that, my shoulders have to open. My hips have to close. That puts things in a long, elastic behavior that becomes our walk, our run, our throw, our punch, our kick. No matter what we want to do, we're in a more athletic position there. Now, if it looks funny and it feels funny, go ahead and lower the intensity. It's like the volume's way up. AC/DC, Metallica.
Yay.
Let's go back, Jack Johnson, a little reggae, a little Time by the River, right? And then rest. You feel how that whole body? The only joint we haven't done is wrist, okay? And here's how we do it. Out to the side. Thumbs back, palms up, elbows down. One elbow down, one hand up. Look up, make a fist. Open it. Are my feet straight? Good. Make a fist. Open it. Are my heels off the ground? Good. Make a fist. Open it. Now switch. Make a fist. Open it. And switch. Okay? Next one. Really tighten. Open. Thumb up. Back. Down. Open. Match it. Here. 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 Under hands. Okay, we hit the shoulder, we got the elbow, now it's time. Opposition, okay? Okay. Now, make sure it goes all the way the other way. A lot of people leave the thumb about right there. Make sure it goes all the way. Who felt it? That's the last piece of the puzzle, okay? Now the next finger. Good. Now open it. Make sure it goes all the way. Next one. Now open it. Next one. Ooh, that's the hardest one, right? Now open it. Okay? Now, watch. I'm gonna make a flat top roof of my hand house. I'm gonna extend the wrist while I have that flat top roof. Now I'm gonna make a flat fist, a very insecure fist. Not a full fist, but a flat fist. Okay? A WWF fist. And then you're gonna make a full fist. And extend the wrists. And then I'm gonna make a hook fist, which is just the very top. Okay? And then I'm gonna extend all the way. Spread the fingers, put it back. I'm gonna do it one time. Flat, flat, full, hook, open, close, hook. That should decompress the wrist. Cool?
Ahora voy
What's
yo.
next? Run?
Yo, sí.
Yeah. Have you guys used the assault runners?
Carlos,
Why use the mic?
ya did un run.
Can I take both of them to the assault runners and show them single
Ya.
strides? Okay.
Y ustedes, vamos a